What is going on YouTube? This is Lamont back at you again with Currency Wolves analysis video. And today we're going to go ahead and talk about pretty much it's going to be like a Bitcoin breakdown. And I'm going to show you some trades that I have taken these past couple of days. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm starting on the higher time frames, which is the 4 hour here. As you guys can see, it is approaching a rather important area of support down here, right, guys? It's not there yet. We still have some room here, so it's not quite there yet. So what I've been doing is I've been selling because, as you can see up top of here, we have our little top out. And if you really want to get technical with it, we'll go ahead and make this an M formation, right, guys? And I was followed by impulsive move and correction. Well, correction and impulse move. So let's go ahead and go to the 1 hour. So again, these are my kind of setups right here. Easy setups, guys. Easy, easy, easy. The market tells you exactly what's going to happen. For instance, let me go ahead and highlight this for you again. This is our M formation, followed by the impulsive move, right? And if, we can go ahead and zoom in on that pattern here. We're going to start from the top and work our way down. So again here, Bitcoin had a series of impulsive and corrective moves. Go ahead and highlight those for you now. Let's see here. So followed by this first one, impulsive move, correction, went down. This is followed by another impulsive move. This formed an M formation, right? I didn't necessarily sell it here just yet. I didn't sell it here just yet. I waited just a tad bit, right? So now, again, it was just followed by impulsive move and correction, and it had its way down, and it did a correction all the way up here, but it formed what I call a bearish pattern. Simple, guys, right? So I'm going to show you guys. So pretty much I sold here at the break of this pattern, had my stop loss a little bit up here out of the way just in case if there's any spiking. I want my stop loss to be out of the way at all times, right, guys? So now I entered in here and I seen another opportunity here. Right, guys? Again, I'm looking for my impulsive movement correction. So what I did was I scaled in on this trade. I entered in here. I put in another order right here at the break. And if, let me go ahead and make that visual for you guys. Again, looked for that correction, found that correction area here. Went in on the break. Stop loss out of the way, all right, guys? And I went ahead and I just rode it all the way down until I seen another clean setup, which is right here. Boom. Easy, guys. Scaled in again. Went in on the break. Stop loss. My stop loss was kind of up here, right, guys? And what I was doing was I was just trail stopping. Whenever it got into profits, I was just moving my stop loss down into profits. So pretty much all the risks were off the table once I entered into this third scaling right here. All my risks were off the table. And once I seen it starting to correct and form this kind of like double bottom type of thing, I closed out of my trades. I closed out maybe like around this area. And I just waited it out until I seen another optimal move for me to enter into the trade. So I'm going to go ahead and show you when I entered in again. Now, mind you, these trades that I took here, right here, they're still running. They were still running at the time. All right, so I was still in some good profits here. So again, I entered in again. I could have entered in here. I could have entered in here. That's kind of like that's a corrective move. If you want to visualize it again, one big impulsive move, correction. Just so I can make it easier for you guys. I want you guys to see the bigger picture. So this is the overall bigger picture. One impulsive move, correction. Simple. I kept it simple, simple, guys. So again, I could have entered in that way, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to get my, my famous double tops in order here, like I see here, right, guys? And what really pushed me to enter into this sell would have to be this. Once I seen this, it was all go for me, because this was coming from a impulsive move. Not a big impulsive move, but it was still rather reasonable, right? Impulse, correction, and then it dropped. Boom. I didn't trade this correction because it looked like a reversal pattern, so I left it alone. I put my stop loss to break even at this point. Once it started to correct like that, put it to break even so I can have all risk off the table and go to sleep peacefully, guys. Okay. So again, I didn't enter in anywhere down here. I didn't enter in, even though this was an impulsive move and correction. I did not enter there. Um, I'm gonna show you where I entered in again here, and pretty much once this started to form here, once I seen this again, I just waited for my famous move, guys. Again, I waited for the impulse move and correction. So impulsive correction, stop loss right here, entered in at the break, wrote it down. I didn't scale in on this one. I should have, but I didn't scale in on that one. I did scale in down here. I added another trade. So I added another trade right here. Had my stop loss above, above structure, entry at the break, and I just started to ride this baby all the way down. Right, guys? And as of right now, I actually closed out. I closed out around here. Just mainly just due to my bias on the markets. I closed out down there, and I entered in one more trade, uh, right here over the weekend, right, followed by impulsive move, correction. I entered in there due to this double top. Simple. I entered in, and as of right now, I'm actually in this trade, but I am looking to close out because I've made enough profits, so I'm not really worried about too much of anything right now with Bitcoin. Because the overall picture, what I'm starting to see, the markets are starting to do, they're starting to do something like this. So let me see here. Let me go to the 4 hour. So the markets, they're starting to create, I wouldn't necessarily call it a bullish pattern, but I feel like it's going to come and test this trend line right here. It's going to come and test this, right? And in May, we may see upside potential, but my overall bias for Bitcoin overall is going down. And the reason that is because at the beginning of the video, I showed you guys that this major support area here is looking to be tested, right, guys? And don't forget what else is forming, guys. Remember, look at the whole entire structure of the market, guys. Don't just look at little things. I want you guys to really get an overall view of what's going on, guys. I don't know if you see this, but this is a M formation that is happening for Bitcoin. So if it breaks this with an impulsive and corrective move, I'm selling this thing all the way down and I'm holding it. Now that's only if it does that. Now, that's one thing that it could do, right? Another thing that it can do is it could come down to here and just form a buy pattern and go up. Right, guys? It can do something like that. It could just form a buy pattern and go up. And it could probably test this area right here. And what it may do is it just may form another double top, and then it may just, have the same thing happen over here, and then it may drop. All right, guys. So again, it's important to be neutral with the markets. You wanna see the markets from all type of views. Don't just stick to one view of the market because you will get lost. That's just from my opinion and what I've experienced. I try to pretty much try to find any scenario that may happen and just be prepared for it, guys. All right. So this is my Bitcoin breakdown of what I did over the weekend. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely email me, currencywolves@gmail.com, guys. Again, I'm here to help you guys. I don't want to throw any type of course at you or anything like that. But I have a course. It's in the description down below if you're interested in signing up for it. But again, I just want to show you guys a glimpse of what I look at and how I break down the charts in my and in the way I see the markets, guys. Again, no negativity. I wish you guys the best of luck in your trading journeys. If you're new or if you're advanced, and if you're a new subscriber, I thank you guys all for taking the time out to look at my videos. I'm only going to get better from here, guys. So just stay tuned for my weekly breakdowns, my Bitcoin breakdowns. I may do a Ripple breakdown. And I will do a breakdown over the weekend on some Forex currency pairs also. And go over some missed trades too. I am going to start doing a missed trade series also, just to, like, kind of review over some of my analysis that I did miss, because again, there's so much opportunity in the market, guys, that you're not going to be able to catch every single trade, guys. All right, so this is Lamont checking out. Wish you guys the best trading week yet, and sky's the limit.